Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my book haul for March. I am going to show you the 13 books that I'm adding to my collection this month, and a big majority of them are from the big yearly book sale, charity book sale that we have in my town. I got 8 books at the book sale. These are used books, very well used in some cases, and they were $1 for paperbacks and $2 for hardcovers. Let me show you what I got. The big book sale is always just one of my favorite things of the year. First, I got a really beat up old copy of Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. There was a book club pick for this book in March, so I decided I might as well pick up this copy that's there. It has some water damage, and when I opened it up, start reading, the pages started just falling out, and yeah, most of the pages are not connected at all. So this was the final read through of this book. It was a very interesting reading process, but a good book. I also got a copy of the original novelization of the Alien movie, which is a novelization I've been interested to check out, and I love the movie, so I've heard really good things about this one. Alan Dean Foster. Yeah. In space, no one can hear you scream. Classic. I'll definitely be reading that at some point soon, hopefully. I also got this really pretty cover. It's a mass market paperback with red sprayed edges for Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. What? Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I love this cover. It's beautiful. This book was written in 1938, and this is the first Avon printing in 1971. I like it a lot. It's so pretty. I picked up the romance One Day in December by Josie Silver. Cute, hopefully rom-com, I'm thinking, or just a cute romance, contemporary, that I can read in December for Christmas time. I also found the Mammoth Book of Short Horror Novels by various awesome authors. Can you see them? Yeah, I'm going to be reading this in May for Horror Mayhem coming soon. But yeah, I'm going to be reading some short things in May. And it has The Monkey from Stephen King with the movie just coming out. That's kind of cool. I had just recently read that a couple years ago, so I'm not going to read that one. But it also has The Parasite by Arthur Conan Doyle, The Dam by Algernon Blackwood, Nadelman's God by T.D. Klein, The Feasting Dead by John Metcalf, and more. But those are the ones that I'm most excited to read in May. Hooray! Oh, maybe I should read this too. This is a shorty. The Wolfen by Whitley Strieber. I have read Communion by Whitley Strieber, which is like supposedly a non-fiction book of his alien abduction story. That's silly. Okay, but this is his werewolf story, and it's only 216 pages. I love this hardback. This is from 1978. That was a cool find. One I've been wanting to read. Maybe I will add that to the pile, the ever-growing May pile of possibilities. I also got Raptor Red by Robert T. Bakker. About raptors. I think it's about like a mom raptor and a baby raptor. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but I guess, is that technically historical fiction? But it has raptors as the characters. Pretty cool. I've heard good things about it and wanted to check it out. I was happy to see this hardcover in really good shape there. Ooh. There's a maps. There's a picture. How cool. A 90s book. 246 pages, so it could work for Horror Mayhem. I'm not sure that it is horror, though. I think it's kind of just a weird, I don't know, historical thriller? I don't know. Sci-fi? Tell me what Raptor Red is if you know. Is it horror? The last book I got at the book sale is Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. I have only read the first book of the Red Rising series, and I liked it, but it wasn't like my favorite. It has a map of the solar system. It's a hardcover. It is an ex-library copy, so it is not in the most crisp condition. It's got the library binding, and geez, it doesn't say like what book it is, but it is one of the later books, I believe. So I have a while to go before this, but I just couldn't pass up a book in the Red Rising series that was there for $2. It'll be a good reading copy. I do have Golden Sun ready to go on my Audible, so hopefully be reading that one soon. I've heard that the series just gets better and better. Now I have 5 more books that are brand new books that I got in March. First, I went to Barnes & Noble for the first time in forever, and I did pick up 2 books. First is one that I am so excited for. So excited to start reading, hopefully soon. But the TBR upcoming, very, very full. Hopefully soon, though. Grave Empire by Richard Swan. His trilogy is one of my favorite fantasy series, and this book is in a new series, but it takes place in the same universe as that one that started with the Justice of Kings. And I've heard this one is like super dark and full of horror elements as well, which makes me a very happy girl. I have to read this. I have to read you soon, okay? Epic fantasy with horror elements is my happy place. I also got a nice hardcover copy of Evil in Me by Brom. I read Slewfoot for Halloween, and I absolutely loved that book. And I was so glad that I had the physical copy to read. So I picked up his new one. And this one is rock and roll themed. I love his art. The end pages, gorgeous. It's not like it's full of art, but it does have some artwork in it. And I like his stories as well, so I thought that was worth owning and reading the physical copy brand new and crisp in my hands. Something a little special about those beautiful books with artwork. And then I went and visited my local indie bookstore. I like to support my indie bookstore, and they do a lot of romance and sci-fi and fantasy, and I got one of each. And I'm very excited about them. They're little shorties. So the romance I got is I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com by Kimberly Lemming. This is the author that did, like, I got drunk and yeeted a love potion at a werewolf, and other amazing sounding romances. Apparently they are very spicy and funny with odd circumstances, and that's awesome. And this cover is everything. I can't wait to read it. That's gonna be a fun one. My science fiction book is a little novella, The Tusks of Extinction by Ray Naylor. One that I keep seeing in the store, and I finally picked it up. And this is about, I think scientists are able to use DNA, old DNA, to bring back woolly mammoths. And then they have to teach the mammoths how to live in this new, strange time and survive. And the fantasy book is another novella that I am super excited to read, and that is The River Has Roots by Amal El-Mator. This sounds so cool, and I love the cover. I'm a sucker for a good flower cover. And this is about a family that lives on the edge of Fairy, the land of Fairy, and they tend to the willow trees. They honor the ancient compact to sing to them in thanks for their magic. And there is perhaps a bit of a love story in here, with one of the sisters wants to marry someone from the land of Fairy, but someone in their world is wanting her to marry him. I don't know if I'm right about that. The him part is not implied. It could be them, whoever says. But when Esther rejects a forceful suitor in favor of a lover from the land of Fairy, not only the sisters bond, but also their lives will be at risk. Jeez. No means no, bro. And those are the 13 books that I picked up in the month of March. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them. And I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.